Welcome, I'm Jon Garlick, and this is Meet the Newsmakers. I am here with Virginia Bowen,
Hi.
CEO. We used to call that president and CEO.
Yeah, in the credit union world, some do have presidents and CEO, but AOD just has a chief executive officer.
You are Chief Executive Officer of
Yes.
AOD Federal Credit Union.
Yes.
And you're the top dog. Is that
Well,
right?
we are governed by a volunteer board, so I report to them.
Oh, the
and
board.
so I would call them the top dogs, but I
Okay.
am responsible for all the management of the operations and the credit union day to day.
So, give us a little history of the AOD.
I'd love to. I love to hear histories of the way organizations are formed. And AOD was formed back in 1950 at the then Anniston Ordnance Depot, hence the name AOD. A lot of people don't know where the name came from because now it's Anniston Army Depot. And at the time when the NCUA or when the Federal Credit Union Act was enacted in 1934, you had to work for an organization, and that organization could form a credit union, or the employees could, and the employees of that organization and their families could be a member of the credit union. And back in that time, really all they did was they let you save your money, and they let you borrow money, and that was it. Over time, NCUA changed their rules and regulations, and now there's different forms of credit unions, which we are considered a multi-common bond. And what that means in layman's terms is that we grew, we had one SEG, or Select Employer Group, which was the Anniston Army Depot. Now we have grown to over 1,500 Select Employer Groups. And what that looks like, we can go out to a business and say, Mr. Businessman, would you like your employees to have the benefits of membership? And if they say, yes, we would like to do that, so we can offer them to become part of our field of membership, and then that business and their employees and the family members of those employees can also be members of a credit union. Because credit unions are cooperatives, we're owned by our membership, and so that's how we've grown. And we've grown from 45 employees from that day to over 37,000 members, and we have members across the United States. So we are we're considered a mid-sized credit union. Our assets are around $430 million.
Oh, wow.
So we're very pleased at where we're progressing and growing, and I think those founders would be very proud of where where AOD has come from and where we are today.
So it's kind of like the old Bailey Building and Home from It's a Wonderful Life.
I guess so. I thought about it that way.
It's a credit union.
Yeah.
So, so not just anybody can walk in and open an account at the credit union. You have to be an employee of a member organization.
That is correct. We also have some organizations are members as well. The one that comes to mind is the Anniston Biking Club. They're a member, so if you are a member of that club, you can become a member. But it's very rare that we have someone that comes in that cannot obtain a membership, because if they do not work for a Select Employer Group, we'll ask, who do you work for? And we'll go talk to them, and what employer wouldn't want to let their employees have the benefits of membership? So most times they'll become a part of that.
So for people who don't belong to a credit union, what are the advantages versus just, say, going to your regular bank?
Well, I love the credit union world, and I'm a former banker myself, so I did come from the banking world. Credit union is truly members helping members, and that's what we were founded on. We take care of our members by offering lower interest rates on loans. We also pay our higher dividends on our savings, and it is truly us taking care of our members, because we are governed, as I said earlier, by a volunteer board. So we do have to follow rules and regulations through the NCUA and the regulations set forth by the federal government, but there are things that we do have say-so over, so we're able to expand what we can do for our members and really hone in and help our members grow financially, and that's one of our values, is for them to be financially secure.
So better interest on savings accounts and dividends, because they're they're essentially members, i.e. owners.
Right.
And lower mortgage rates, perhaps, yes?
Absolutely.
That's interesting. So what is your current 30-year mortgage rate?
You know, we just changed that, and I'd have to go and look it up. So I do not have that detail
What
for
was
you.
it before?
I don't know that
Did
either.
it go up or down?
No, they have been coming
They've been
down.
coming down.
You know, prime rate did drop, and our rates have gone down, but they did take an uptick, but we kept ours the same.
Okay.
You know, we got something happening tomorrow, and so I think a lot of people are waiting to see, you know, as far as what's going to happen in the economy till after the election tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. So this show will actually run Friday night.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
but
okay,
that's
so it'll be after the election, so we'll know.
By the time they see this, they'll go, oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Saturday? No.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But that's great. Okay, so credit unions are a good thing. I mean,
Absolutely. I really have enjoyed being part of a credit union. I remember one of the first meetings after I joined AOD, which I've been there for 10 years, we were talking about a member, and we actually had to repossess their car, and which is an awful thing when you have to do that, but sometimes you have to. But we were able to sell it for more, and of course they gave that back to the member, the money. But when I was approving some loans, I would look and I was like, we're giving somebody a loan with that credit score, because in my banking life, we would have never done that.
Right.
And so it truly let me know that I worked for a company, the credit union, that was out here to help people and help them grow. And a lot of times when we take that risk, you know, we educate our members. We try to help them learn how to manage their money better, because we are there to help them be financially stable. And sometimes that's saying no to making a loan, and educating them on how to improve their finances where they can afford that. And sometimes it's saying yes and consolidating those debts for them to help them grow. So it depends on each individual situation, but we really do take it to heart when someone comes in, they're a member, and we want to help them.
Well, you just said when you repossess the car, now correct me if I'm wrong in this, when normal banks give car loans and they have to repossess the car, they take the car, zero out the loan, the guy doesn't have a car, he doesn't owe any more money, they sell the car, and if they sell it for more, the bank usually keeps that money.
We have to give it back.
And you give it back,
Yes.
and that's because they're a member of the credit union. And that's pretty nice, because other financial institutions can sell the car, make a profit, and the poor guy doesn't get anything back. So that's awfully nice of you.
We try to do the right thing for all our members. Yeah.
Well, that's the wonderful
Yeah.
thing about credit unions. And so if somebody has a business and they're interested in, they're watching this and they're going, wow, I've got, 70 employees, they might be able to benefit from this. Who would they contact to
They can come in any of our branches and let them know they want to be a part of our field of membership. And also we have information online on our website where they can sign up. And it's very simple. They just send us a letter and tell us where they're located and how many employees they have. We get that approved, and they become part of our field of membership. And one thing too, historically credit unions were only individuals. Now we have business accounts, and our businesses can become select employer groups and then qualify for better business loans, better business accounts as well.
That's interesting. So you have this whole wing of business credit
Yes.
stuff, so you can help people expand and grow their businesses. And
We
that's
can.
interesting. So, okay. And what would be your biggest business loan right now?
You're talking about
Dollar amount.
dollar-wise?
Yeah, I don't want you to tell me who.
Well,
just-
let me tell you what we can do. We do have limits because of our size of what we can actually loan to one individual. But credit unions, while we're kind of a community and we work together, so if we could not fund the loan, we would go out to our other credit unions and say, would you like to participate with us? And we might throw in $2 million, they might do $3 million, or vice versa. And so we have done multi-million-dollar loans to the credit union through loan participations, and it benefits that borrower as well, because we're able to give a competitive rate on that.
So when you spread the risk around to other credit unions, you can't go to other banks, you have to go to credit unions?
Has to be credit unions.
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And that would be credit unions all over the country then? Right?
We typically we have partnered with some outside of Alabama. We like to stay close-knit to the ones that are around us, but we do partner with those outside of the state as well.
And when you give a business loan and that business grows and they pay their loan and all that happens, the benefits all go to the members.
Absolutely. You know, when we do better, our members do better, and we in the past have paid what they call a bonus dividend. You know, you earn dividends each month on your savings account, your CDs, IRAs, but as we do well, we give a bonus dividend. Last year we gave all our members, 37,000 of them, $25, no matter what they had in their account. And I know some people say, well, that's not much, but when you think about $25 this day of time, it goes a long way, and for us that was around $937,000 that we gave back to the membership.
$25, as my old friend David used to say, that's better than a stick in the eye.
That's right. Yeah, I appreciate, you know, it's like when you reach in your pocket and you go, oh, there's a 20 I forgot I had in my pocket. So I think anything that we do to give back, and it was very much appreciated by our members. And we'll do things all along. We have a summer loan special, a holiday loan special, where we give special rate and special terms, which is much lower than the going rate. It's an unsecured loan to help, because those are times when our members, you know, when kids are going back to school, summer vacation, when you need a little extra money. Of course, around the holidays, everybody needs a little extra money, and we all don't want to put that on credit cards. You want to, you know, specifically to budget for what you want to spend and then pay it back. So those are very popular for us.
Now, AOD is a proud member of the Chamber of Commerce, is that right?
Absolutely,
I've seen you at all the Chamber events.
Yes, we are big supporters of the Calhoun County Chamber. They do a great job for us, and we have a Chamber Ambassador. Our business lender, Amanda Grindle, participates with that. And we typically have someone in the Leadership Calhoun County program. So we believe in what the Chamber does for the community.
Leadership Calhoun County is a great Did you go through that?
I did in 2017.
1997.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm hoping my wife will go through this year.
It's a wonderful program. Yeah,
it is a great program, and all that. Our chamber is a remarkable chamber.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of remarkable things here in Calhoun County, not just the chamber and AOD, but you know, we have some really decent employers.
Yes.
And some really interesting things to do in this county.
It's a great place to live. I've actually lived here for 26 years. I grew up in Troy, and when my husband, he was with the Federal Bureau of Prisons and worked at Talladega, we looked at this. We had several people say, y'all need to check out Oxford. Of course, we had children and talked about the school system, and that's how we wound up here, and it's been a great move. I love being in Oxford. It's a
so
great
your
place.
husband was in corrections?
Actually, yes, he was. He started in corrections, and then he served as the chaplain at Talladega for several years.
Okay. I was in corrections for a few years while I was at the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
So that's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
And when we come back, are we going to have somebody new? Here,
yes, I do believe.
Okay.
We do want to share about our financial literacy, and so we're going to have someone else talk to you about that.
Excellent. Well, you all stay with us. We'll be right back here on Meet the Newsmakers.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor Difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Look, have you ever had a bank give you money for anything? Family Savings actually pays me for keeping my money at their credit union. I earned interest of 3% APY on my checking account and 1.5% APY on my savings, just for what I was already doing at my old bank. I even get up to $20 per month in ATM fee returns. It's kind of nice to get paid for just using my checking account.
Open an Engage account at Family Savings Credit Union and get rewarded. Family Savings, your best financial friend.
I want to live. The leading cause of death of young Americans like me is gun violence, and oftentimes tied to substance misuse. NBA, NFL, NCAA, most of you look like me, and our communities need you now more than ever. Let's make I Want to Live more than just a hashtag. Let's make it a movement. I am a baller against bullets.
Hey guys, I'm Cameron Minton with Minton Home Center. Minton Home Center has been in business for over 40 years. We are a family-owned and operated manufactured home dealership. We offer affordable housing for our customers, as well as a multitude of different financing options to help our customers get into a new home. When you come to Minton Home Center and you start looking around our lot, the first thing you will notice is that we have the most competitive prices in the industry.
I'm Alan Parnell with Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Welcome back to Meet the Newsmakers. I'm Jon Garlick, and now we are here with Maury and Chris. Now, credit union, do we call you bankers? No. What do we call you?
So we have universal branch representatives.
That sounds very Star Trek-y. Universal, say that again?
Universal branch representatives.
Universal branch representatives. Is that what you are?
That's what I am.
That's pretty cool. So what does that actually mean to those of us that walk into the credit union?
That means that I do lending stuff, like anything with loans or anything with teller transactions.
Okay.
So they come up to me and then I'll be able to help them with anything that they need on that day.
Yeah. So you act as a teller, you act as a loan officer. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely want the member to be able to take their relationship with the credit union through everything they need with one representative so that they feel comfortable the entire time that they're with us.
Well, that's an important thing. And, you know, Chris and I go back a few years to several older banks that we won't talk about. But Chris was my personal banker. Because wherever I bank, I have to have a personal banker.
Right.
Because I just want that connection. See, and I'm sure they get that at the credit union, because the one thing customers don't like, what I really don't like when I'm dealing with a bank, is to kind of walk into the branch and go, I have a problem, who do I talk to? Or if I got to make a phone call, I don't want the message tree. So I want to be able to talk to a person. And even if that person has to say, like Chris did many times, I can't help you, but here's who can. I'm kidding. It's nice to have that, right? And that's one of the things that I know credit unions do really well.
And definitely one of the things that the credit union, you know, we don't have customers, we have members. You're a member of the credit union, and we really want you to feel that relationship when you come into any of our branches. You know, whichever one you feel most comfortable in, or if you have to go to another branch, we really want to bring that comfort level and really make it to where you know that we're going to take care of whatever needs you have.
So I always go back to the Bailey Building and Loan from It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. Some of you may know what it is. And they had to run on the bank, right? Do you remember that scene? Do you know the movie?
I do not.
You know the movie.
No,
It's
sir.
a Wonderful... Oh my goodness.
I know it's a classic.
It's a classic, and your assignment is to watch that movie when it comes out, like it always does around Christmas.
Yes, sir.
I'll have to watch it.
You will have to watch it, because
Yes.
it was a building and loan before the act that created credit unions, and that was
Okay.
the way things went when you had things that were going to be credit unions. So it was very much a family-oriented business, and they did the same thing you guys do. They loan to people, and everybody shares in it. Right. Okay.
Well, and one of the things that we have noticed with our members has really been the need to bring more financial education to the households and into the communities that we serve. And that's one of the things that we have an initiative this year very heavily moving forward, because we have saw that relationship, need with those members to bring that to them. So we've actually partnered with a third-party company called Bonsai to be able to offer those, educational platform. It's an online platform, so you can attend our classes, and then typically we will have homework, so to speak, but we will talk to you about the class, and then you're able to go home and continue your education.
So this is very good, because a lot of times, when I was a kid in school, they taught us how to balance a checkbook and write a check and to have savings accounts, and we had kind of a little bit of an education in that, and I don't know that we do that so well anymore. And it's a whole lot more complicated.
Yeah.
So this is all done online. All right, and it's for your members only.
No, so
It's for everyone.
Yeah,
For everyone.
Bonsai partners with many companies, and we're able to not only sponsor the relationship through Bonsai, but if you have an organization, you know, just say TV24 for instance, if you wanted us to, you know, sponsor that platform here, we can customize the Bonsai landing page for TV24 so that the employees here and their families would be able to sign up under that TV24 company.
I see. So it's because all of your members are tied to an organization, so that you tailor that educational platform for that organization, but you'll do that for any organization.
Absolutely.
So not just, you know, me, if I just wanted that and I didn't have an organization, I couldn't probably do that.
Right,
Okay,
right.
that's
yeah.
fine. That's good.
One of the
That's
main
interesting.
organizations we're working with right now is actually St. Michael's, the free clinic with the city of Anniston.
Nice.
So we do financial education there the second Thursday of every month. As well as, I'm not sure if you're aware, but we do actually have high school branches that we bring our financial education to as well. They are student-led and instructor-led. So Welborn and Anniston both have high school branches of AOD.
Wow. So the high school kids are getting that education,
Yes.
and as are people at St. Michael's Clinic. So are you talking about now the population that they serve, or the employees or volunteers at St. Michael's? Both. All right. So they serve a lot of it's the homeless population and people that are trying to make ends meet. So that's wonderful. How much participation are you getting out of that? Do you know?
So we are starting to see more participation as we're doing more classes.
Okay.
So we've only been doing it for the last 2 months.
Brand new.
However, our Spanish-speaking class that Maury does at 11 o'clock has seen a lot of traction, and so I would like for her to maybe take a moment to speak about that as well.
Yes. I've had a couple of people come in, especially, you know, they spread the word, and they have came and did the class. I know for the first time, the lady that came in, she's part of a, do you remember the organization that she's part of? I'm not sure, but it's a Spanish community that they do. They raise money for the that clinic. They get together and they raise the money, and everything goes to them for the medicines to help the people that don't have insurance.
Sure.
So she's the one who spread the word, and she let them know, like, hey, there's someone that speaks Spanish that does financial literacy there, and it's been going good.
That's very, very important. You know, we have a lot of Spanish speakers, and of course, you know, the federal government gets to worry about legal and illegal immigration. Local law enforcement, we don't worry about that, and
Right.
as not businesses don't, right?
Yes.
And so you've got people here, legally or illegally, who we found in law enforcement that a lot of that community, because they don't speak English, and also because they might be here illegally, don't seek help.
That's right.
Because they're terrified,
Yes.
right? And we opened that door with a bilingual deputy, and we're able to get lots of help to people who wouldn't have normally gotten it. And so you're doing the same thing, because
Yes.
a lot of these folks are coming from places, other countries, where they might not have had
That
any
knowledge,
money or
the knowledge of how to start saving
Yeah.
or where to start, you know. But it has been a very pleasure helping my Spanish community. They get very happy when they see me.
Of course they do.
That's what I was telling Chris. I'm like, when they come into the branch, which I am in Landlock, they go looking for me because it's important when it's something to do with your financials. Like, they want to be able to get the right help,
They
to
need
know
to
what they're
trust you.
doing with their
Yeah.
money. So it's very nice being able to help them.
Well, trust is an important thing.
That's right. So I
Particularly
have
in
my
banking.
members that come looking for me.
That's wonderful. So Where are you from then?
So my mom is from Mexico,
Okay.
and I am from Georgia. I was born in Georgia. I'm born and raised. I've been here about 10 years. I moved to Alabama, and this has been home for me. I got married, then I have 2 kids with him, and
where do they go to school?
they go to Saks. Well, she goes to Saks, my daughter, and my little boy, he's 3. So yeah.
Okay. Are they also bilingual then?
Yes, they are.
Very
yes,
good.
and
Very
I
good.
was just telling. I always tell them like it's a blessing for them to know both language.
Oh yeah.
And it will help them in the future.
Particularly when they're young, because once they're bilingual, it's at that age it's very easy to become trilingual.
Right.
And
Yes.
language becomes something that's very easy to learn. I'm always jealous of that.
You can start now.
Well, I took Spanish in high school and used it a little bit in my
It's
law
never too
enforcement.
late. It's never too
And
late.
I even took I did sign language. I did Spanish. I'm learning Scottish Gaelic right now. There's nobody to talk that to though.
Yeah.
I would imagine not.
It's yeah, Duolingo. I'm like talking to myself.
Yes.
So that's great. All right. So what are the most important thing? We only got a few minutes left. What's the most important thing that you want to tell the general public? Because I assume your members know a lot about you. The general public about AOD and what you're offering right now.
So I definitely want to say with the financial education, you may be thinking to yourself, what benefits would I get from the financial education platform with AOD? So, the first thing is obviously the open discussion within the household of some of the topics and being able to easily transition those topics with both the parents and the children. A lot of the times we do see that they learn together some of those core financial concepts. But also, AOD has actually been able to offer a special promotion with our St. Michael's financial education classes. If you come and participate in 10 financial literacy courses, we will open an AOD account for you and fund it with the initial $25 open-end deposit. And then if you continue coming to those financial courses over the next 12 months, and you make monthly deposits into your savings account, we will match up to an additional $50 into that savings account. So we not only want to teach you the financial concepts, but we also want to reward our members and those people who come to those classes for participating and improving their financial.
So that's very interesting. That's great. So if somebody's interested in having their business join the credit union, or if they're interested in that in your financial classes, who do they call? How do they do that? Real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So they can call anyone at our branches. They'll be happy to get them information. They can call me directly. My phone number is 256-241-8450. I love speaking with our members, and I'd be happy to give any information they need.
And you have an online, you have a website?
Yes, sir. It's aodfcu.com.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you guys being with us today.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure. And I think your financial literacy, particularly that in high school and for our Spanish-speaking population, is golden. So thank you for being
Thank you.
leaders
Thank you for having
in that.
us.
Thank you for having us.
And
Yes.
thank you for watching Meet the Newsmakers, and we will see you again on another day.
Good afternoon, I'm Dr. Olubidi. I would like to welcome you to our clinic, which is virtually your clinic. We strive to provide a family environment from our nurses as well as the practitioners we have in the clinic to serve you and your family members. We pride ourselves for having state-of-the-art facility here in the clinic to include ultrasound, fibroscan to check on your liver. We welcome you in our clinic, your clinic at Dr. Olubidi's. And thank you so very much.
At DVP Auto Group, we have a wide selection of any type of car you could want. We offer financing for all types of credit. Not only can we help you to purchase a car affordably, but we can help you with any issues you may experience with your car as well. We provide oil change, tire repair, brake service, or anything else you may need. We also gladly accept trade-ins, and if you're willing, we can help you drive away in a new car the same day. If you don't see something you like in the lot, we'll help you find one, whether you buy from us or not. Come see us today.
The Point at JSU is an off-campus student housing property located a half a mile away from Jacksonville State University. The Point offers fully furnished, pet-friendly 2 bedrooms and 4 bedroom units. Resident experience is our #1 priority, therefore, we do offer the following amenities: a resort-style pool, fitness center, basketball and volleyball court, and dog park. We would love for you to come see our property, so give us a call at 256-376-8317 to schedule a tour today.
When you buy insurance online, you may not always be aware of what you're getting. At Allstate Jonathan Everly, we pride ourselves on making sure that our clients are adequately protected. With over 18 years in experience, our staff is more than well prepared to provide you with the best service available. At Allstate Jonathan Everly, you're in good hands.